We begin tonight's cast with this week's post-cabinet roundup, where we hear that Guyana is gearing up to host the ICAO meeting in November. A new Gaisuko board has been appointed, and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi is due for a state visit in December. Here's more.
Minister of State Joseph Harmon announced that the new board of directors of the Guyana Sugar Corporation has been approved and will serve for a period of 2 years.
The members appointed were as follows: Mr. John Dow, Chairman; Mr. John S.L. Browman; Mr. Richard N. Comabach; Mr. Paul Chung; Mr. Fitz McLean; Mr. Vishnu Pandey; Mr. Ramesh Prasad; Mr. Naurang Prasad; Mr. Roy Hanneman; Mr. Claude Eric Housty, and those are members, along with Dr. Harold Davis, the acting CEO, as an ex officio member.
Close to 400 delegates will be hosted in Guyana for the meeting of the International Civil Aviation Organization on air transport. The meeting is being held from November 21 to 23rd by ICAO, CARICOM, and the African Union under the theme Promoting Connectivity for Sustainable Transport Development.
That will focus on such issues as harmonizing regional air transport, the regulatory framework, liberalization of air cargo, and thirdly, air transport and tourism. The third meeting of African states and the diaspora will also be held as part of this event and will focus on the promotion of tourism and air links between African states and the diaspora, including Caribbean states.
A national committee under the stewardship of Director General of the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, Colonel Egbert Field, is tasked with finalizing plans for the meeting. In October, Guyana will also be hosting the Least Developed Countries Small Island Developing States Trust Fund workshop on human rights for Latin America and the Caribbean region.
Cabinet was advised that this event formed a significant part of a series of regional workshops to be held by the Office of the High Commissioner on Human Rights. Hosting of this workshop will be a further indication of Guyana's commitment to the promotion of human rights worldwide, and especially among CARICOM countries.
Minister of Communities Ronald Bulkan submitted to the Cabinet a report on the National Conference of Local Democratic Organs hosted on July 26. Chairpersons of the Neighborhood Democratic Councils, Minister Harmon said, highlighted several impediments to service delivery.
Recommendations emanating from the conference were made under 3 broad headings, and they were institutional strengthening and capacity building, infrastructural development and public awareness, and community participation. The recommendations will inform the Ministry of Community in its 2019 budget proposals. Cabinet accepted the report and urged that the process of enabling local democratic organs to improve the delivery of services to their communities be continued.
Minister Harmon said Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi is expected here in December. It is anticipated that the Indian monument at Palmyra will be completed in time for that visit. The government has also extended best wishes to members of the indigenous community as the country celebrates Indigenous Heritage Month of activities. For InfoHub, Stacey Carmichael.